shifting my mind to get around you.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is of course Catmanjoe and welcome back everybody to another brand new video, guys. Today of course we are back on some Minecraft, and ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is 100% what you think it is. This is the Hive on Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, guys. This is today, guys, how to get servers on your PS4 Bedrock Edition. And I know straight off the bat everybody's gonna be like, hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second. What? Like, are you actually serious? Is this madness? What is this, Joe? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have found a way of course to get two different ways, to get servers on your PS4. Now listen, they are relatively easy of course, but they do require you to have some decent hardware. Obviously for me, guys, I don't have the best phone or the best laptop. I'm kind of in that kind of middle range. Maybe some of you guys are as well, so this may or may not work for you. I'm just saying, guys, this is for at the moment of course a, I guess, temporary kind of fix of course until we get the 5 main servers, being the Hive, Cubecraft, Mineville, Lifeboat and Mineplex. But until those 5 main servers actually get given to us on PS4, if you're craving some PlayStation 4 servers or some servers on Minecraft in general, you're going to want to do this tutorial, guys, and you're going to want to try and get these servers because they are honestly insanely fun and amazing. Now listen, you can see right here of course this is the Hive on PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition. This gameplay right here was actually provided to me by my good friend Howdy. It's Chris, one of the Bedrock leakers, and Chris, you can probably tell it's him obviously because, you know, I'm not trying to judge him too much, but his parkour ain't as good as mine, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, thank you very much to him for the gameplay of course, and if you guys can check out his Twitter, that'd be incredible. But as I said folks, today we've got 2 different tutorials, or 2 different, I guess, kind of methods to get servers on your PS4. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into today's video. So no doubt, as a lot of you guys obviously know, since the PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition came out just a couple days ago, of course, a lot of people were heavily let down of course at the fact that there was no realms, there was no crossplay, and of course there was no servers. It was one of the biggest things actually, the fact there was literally no servers at all. Now, I don't get still to this moment why they couldn't have servers of course on the PS4. It doesn't make much sense, and I do plan on making a separate video about that in the future, guys. But obviously of course, as soon as there was, you know, obviously new, I guess, no new news of course PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition servers, I obviously went to go looking for myself and try to find something. Now obviously I did go looking, I didn't find much, guys, to be honest, but it wasn't until a couple fans or viewers, whatever you prefer to call yourself, actually hit me up in private of course on my Instagram and my Twitter. I found 2 different people that were able to give me 2 different ways of course to actually get servers on the PS4. Now listen, to do both of these ways, they both require you to use LAN, or local area network. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically of course the old school kind of way of course playing multiplayer. A local area network, or LAN in general, is basically just 2 different consoles that are connected with the same kind of Wi-Fi source and relatively the same room. So for instance, the way it works is like, you know, if you go searching for a game of Call of Duty or something like that, or, you know, Minecraft or Halo or whatever it could be, what would normally happen of course is you use your Wi-Fi, and you can obviously custom match or whatnot, or fight in actual online games. With this, what this does is this allows you to basically pair up with your mobile phone or with any other device. For instance, it'd be in this case of course your mobile phone or your PC, and actually connect them to your PlayStation 4 to obviously get onto the servers on your PS4. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into tutorial number 1, or method number 1. Now this actually comes from a guy or a friend of mine called Chill. His Instagram should be on the screen right now, sorry, and I believe his Twitter or YouTube will be linked down below as well, guys, so go check that out as well. Chill actually obviously showed me a method of course, and he actually made a little bit of like a tutorial kind of video that I'll play for you guys, all uncut and whatnot, and then obviously I'll help you guys after it to understand the steps. I will hopefully also as well have them in the description, because I know a lot of you guys obviously think I go a little bit too fast, and if I do speak a little bit too fast, my apologies, but obviously they will be there in the description, so if you guys need them, you guys can reread them there. Alright guys, so once ready, go over to the website I've got linked down below. Of course, it will take you to the exact same webpage that you can see on screen right now. Now this is Chill obviously playing, and I'm going to let him kind of just do his thing so you guys can kind of follow along how he does it, but I'm going to be like reading out what he's doing obviously, like piece by piece. And what you want to do is obviously, you know, use the link of course I put down below in the description of course to get to the website. Go all the way down to v0.1.1 of course, and then click assets, and once you're on the assets for step number 2, you want to download 2 of the files, obviously not all of the files, just 2. But the 2 files in specifically you want to download will be phantom.exe and phantom-0.1 or -01 zip. And once you've got obviously those 2 files downloaded, you want to just drag them very simply of course to your home screen, like you can see of course Chill is doing right now. He's doing a lot faster than me. Once you've got them of course on your home screen as well, obviously just sitting there of course, you want to go into your search tab on your PC and type CMD. It's a kind of short abbreviation of course of command prompt app. This should be built into the PC. If it isn't, obviously you can get it, but this command prompt app should look just like this. And from there of course, once you've got it in, obviously again the command prompt app, what you want to do is of course then drag both the Phantom files into the actual actual black box, of course, on the screen. Then head over to the Minecraft PE server list, basically Minecraft Pocket Edition server list, which, by the way, it works universal, of course, for the Bedrock servers, of course, like that. And then just pretty much simply just search up the server you want, whether it be Hive or whatever. Be aware, by the way, not all servers will work, just letting you guys know, obviously, real quick. Once you've got the servers there, of course, then as I said, obviously head right back over to the command prompt app, like what the guys doing right now, of course, chill, and just add a space and then paste the server IP and port. Now, obviously, be sure, of course, to copy the server IP and port once you're obviously picking your server that you want to use. And from there, guys, that's pretty much you guys completely and utterly finished. You're going to want to make sure as well to leave your computer running completely and utterly, because if you turn your computer off, this will end and stop working. So leave the PC running, of course, but reload back up your Minecraft on your PlayStation 4, of course. If it's still on, turn it off, of course, then reload it right back up. And from there, of course, just simply press play, go into your friends tab, and you should see the server that you've obviously chosen under the LAN games. You guys should be able to see, obviously, here right now on screen, he looks underneath LAN games, and you'll see it right there. Obviously, of course, that's pretty much it, guys. That's you got the server right there for yourselves. What you want to do from there, obviously, is simply just load it up. Give yourself a few seconds to load into the server, because things are usually very, very, very buggy for the first few seconds, maybe 10 to 20. So just give yourself 10 to 20 seconds. Once everything's loaded in, you should be good to go, guys, and you're ready to play and have some fun. So yeah, that is so simple as to get this, of course, on PC. Now, this specifically is just for PC, this one right here, of course, for the, I guess, first tutorial. For the second, of course, it's for mobile. So yeah, that's it, guys. Now remember, you can get onto every single server. Some of them, sorry, will, and some of them will not work. Just kind of try out some of them, you know, see how it goes, obviously, guys. But obviously, let me know down below in the comment section which ones worked for you, so we can try and help out everybody, because for some, I believe the Hive did work, for some the Hive didn't. But yeah, guys, enjoy. Alright, guys, so after doing the PC method, if you are still not very interested in the PC method, you're going to want to obviously do the mobile method. Now, the only sad part about this method, folks, is it only works for Android users. Now listen, I know there might be maybe another way out there. If you guys can find some sort of other way to kind of, like, I guess maybe patch this or sort of fix the kind of middleman of having to only be able to use Android, 100% try and do that, guys. But the next method I'm going to be showcasing, of course, is the mobile method, and this comes from Sohang100k, or on, of course, his Instagram memes 250k. Crazy names, I know, because he doesn't have neither 100k or 250k, if only he did. But nonetheless, guys, anyway, he gave me this next method here. Now, he actually made a little bit of a tutorial video to go along with it. It isn't all that, I guess, informative though, because it's quite hard to kind of follow along. I have made my own step-by-step tutorial, as always, guys. I'm going to tell you obviously while we watch a video, but along with that as well, I'm obviously going to have the steps in the description. So once again, please, if it's too hard to follow, just read the description maybe while even listening to me say it as well, so it's obviously easier for you guys to understand. But yeah, this will only work for Android users who are using certain types of phones. I personally couldn't get it to work on my phone, and my phone is relatively alright. It's a Motorola. It isn't exactly the best, but it just didn't work for me. So maybe some of you guys will have better luck, but maybe some of you won't. So yeah, let me know down below in the comment section, and let's get right into the next tutorial. Alright, guys, so to begin with, obviously you want to make sure you have the actual, I guess, or the actual, sorry, app downloaded, of course. That's the name of it in the top left, but the app itself is called, of course, Pocket Mine MP. It's in the App Store, of course, for Google Play. If you find it elsewhere, obviously you find it elsewhere, but at the moment, that's where it is. Now listen, what he's doing right now, by the way, by putting OP and then putting his actual PlayStation username, like right there, that is a step that I'd recommend doing at the very end. You can do it at the very beginning, you can do it at the very end. It's really, guys, your call at the moment. You don't really have to do it at the very beginning though, but it's your call. I wouldn't recommend doing it. So step number 1, download the app. Step number 2, you want to download the linked media file, I guess, or media file. It's so hard to say that word. Link down below, obviously, like what he's doing right now. This is the file itself right there. You guys can see him downloading it. You want to obviously download that. It will be linked down below in the description. There's no viruses, there's nothing like that in it, so don't worry about it. Of course, you can scan it if you like. You're more than welcome to. Obviously, of course, for step 3, you want to go back into the actual obviously app itself and go to Pocket Mine MP. It's obviously it's like the actual app itself, and then go to My Files, then click the actual tab and press Downloads, then press Move, choose Internal Storage, like what he's doing right now, obviously, or like what he just done, and then scroll all the way down, of course, once you're in the internal storage part, until you see Pocket Mine MP. That should be what exactly you see, right? What you should do though is then once you see that, of course, obviously press it and then scroll down once more until you see Pocket Mine MP FAR. Again, it's another little file. Press that, and then you should be given the option to either replace or rename the file. Obviously, what you want to choose, obviously, guys, is of course replace it. You don't want to rename it, just replace it, guys, because you've already got the file that you just downloaded. Now, once you've done, obviously, you're going to want to reload the app itself. Go back into the app. Go, obviously, start your server, of course. Click start. Obviously, start your server. Open the console menu in the actual app itself, not the game. The app itself. Still, you don't want to go into the game yet. Open the app, of course. Or obviously, of course, go into the console menu and type what he done at the very beginning, OP, and then your actual actual PlayStation username. Once you've done that, it'll allow you to take control fully of your server, making you an operator, meaning you can do pretty much everything in the server and take full control. And that's pretty much you guys. So once you've done that completely and utterly, obviously all there, you're going to want to then do the final 2 steps. The first one, obviously, of the final 2, of course, or step number 7, is reload PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition. If you already had it open while you're doing this, make sure to reload the entire application itself. And then obviously, you know, just that's it, reload the entire application, make sure your phone's on, and like before, go to your friends only tab or your friends tab and look for the server area that's obviously under the LAN games. Once you guys see it, you can just click on the server, go into the server, and that's pretty much you guys done. From there, inside the server, open up the actual, I guess, menu where you can type and speak to people and friends and whatnot, and then obviously just type /transfer server and then add your actual username, or sorry, not your username. Once you're actually in the actual main menu, obviously, of your actual map, click, of course, /transfer server, then add the server IP that you want to join there. So obviously, if you want to join the Hive, or obviously, you know, the Mineplex or Cubecraft or anything like that, you can. This guy actually sent me a photo of him in the actual Lifeboat server, so that worked 100% for him, so you guys are more than welcome to try it. But yeah, once you've done that, obviously, I said just type the IP there, enter it, of course, and it should basically make you exit that server and take you into the actual proper server that you want to be in, which could be Lifeboat or whatever you want to be in, guys. So yeah, that's how you do it right there. Now listen, like the previous one, this is connected by LAN, so 100% all devices, are like, you know, your mobile phone, your PlayStation, must be on the exact same Wi-Fi, whether it be house Wi-Fi or, you know, a mobile hotspot, whatever it must be. They must be on the same actual Wi-Fi, obviously, for LAN to work correctly. Along with that as well, you must keep both the devices on at the exact same time and connected to the Wi-Fi. You can't turn off the phone halfway through, you know, just to, you know, turn it off or whatnot. You need them both on at the exact same time, especially, obviously, of course, the phone. The PlayStation doesn't really matter, but the phone itself does. So yeah, once you've done that, and once you have all that kind of stuff all figured out, that is you guys good to go. You're ready to obviously be able to, you know, play on any server that you wish, as long as you have the IP. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it right there. It's honestly that easy, guys. Now listen, it's not that easy, because again, at the end of the day, it does take a little bit of getting used to, of course, guys. When you kind of really look into, obviously, for me at first, when I looked at it from a, you know, first glance without writing the steps and whatnot, obviously, because I'm the one who wrote all the steps for the actual, you know, tutorials for all, obviously, of course, you know, I mean, the guys obviously did help, of course, but I mean, I'm the one who obviously wrote the actual steps for the description. But what I mean, guys, is when you really, you know, actually just watch the videos by themselves, they look very complicated, but at the end of the day, folks, these to do aren't honestly that complicated. They're quite actually easy, to be honest. Again, all you will require is a relatively strong, or not strong, but powerful-ish phone. If you have a Nokia brick, it ain't going to work, believe it or not, homie. You ain't going to be able to do it, bro. I'm sorry, man. Continue playing your little, you know, snakes or whatever the hell that name of the game is. I love that game. Continue playing that on your Nokia, but you will not be able to do this. But if you have a decent enough PC or phone, you should be able to do it with relatively, you know, no issues, sorry, whatsoever, guys. But yeah, if anybody manages to find any sort of other loopholes or any sort of other ways or anything like that, please do not feel shy to share down below in the comment section, guys. And if this video itself did go to help you all out, please do not feel shy either. Drop a like, drop a comment, share the video with your friends and family, because that's how it gets my videos out there further, and it helps out 10 times more than you can imagine. Along with that as well, obviously, guys, please be sure to subscribe. My goal for the end of 2019 is, or I guess the beginning of 2020, is 25k. We're honestly like only 20 days away now, so I'm not too sure if we can hit it, guys. We're only 900 subscribers away, but honestly, with your, you know, with your support and love, we maybe can, guys. So please do not feel shy, and please consider, you know, obviously subscribing to not miss out on some of the amazing content that is coming soon, guys. But yeah, I hope this went to help everybody. Obviously, I know this is literally one of the biggest things everybody, in fact, maybe even the biggest thing everybody's wanting right now on PlayStation. That here it is, you know what I'm saying? I was the one with, obviously, these guys helped to obviously discover this. One of my good friend Gaming Guides, he just made a video in German, of course, on his YouTube channel about it, but again, it was obviously through me that we actually all got this, of course. So yeah, please be sure to credit the correct people, folks, including myself. And yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Hope you guys have had a fantastic day and continue to have one. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are, and yeah, guys, peace out.